I don't know what else to sing. Yeah, making up a song all day long, just making up a song, yeah, making up a song, 'cause that's all I know what to do, how to do, yeah. Yeah, I'm always making up songs. Like, always. It's what I do. I just Hi, it's Saturday, and I would just like to say hello. So, it was like 80 all week here in Rhode Island. Do I feel like I always talk about the weather? I do, because it's what old people like to do. It's talk about the weather. So I'm an old person, so we're gonna talk about the weather. And I had a tank top on the other day, I had shorts on, and now long sleeves, sweaties. I got the sweatpants on, and I'm cozy. I was wrapped up in a blanket a little while ago, and it was like 40 degrees this morning. Hey, Nancy. Hi, Rhonda. Hey, Cindy. Uh, Yes, I hope everyone had a great week. And I hope you enjoyed the warm weather if you got somewhere you were, because now it is very fallish and chilly outside. And now, like Al was telling me, we're not going to get rain for the next 2 weeks. Don't burn anything outside. So if you feel the need to burn something, don't do that, because we're in fire danger territory. We don't need any more of those, right? So just don't burn anything. I mean, I don't know where you are, but here in RI, Little Rhodey, we've had no rain. And I can't say that everything looks dry, because the weather's been good. So it's not like everything's crisping up. So it's fine. Just don't burn anything. And hello, Kathy. And, you know, just, oh, Kathy emailed Rhonda. Did you know that? So funny. Yeah. Oh, and Cindy said her dog hit her hand. I can't. You guys are too funny. Too funny. Yeah, so I hope you've had a great week. I hope your weekend is great. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, so I went to some yard sales today. So the first two, oh my gosh, we're so crazy. My friend Sue and I. The first two we went to, these people have them all the time, and it's no bueno. It's just like not good. So we didn't stay. We scooted, and then we went to this other yard sale, and it was an unadvertised sale. My favorite. So they just had a sign up near one that I had seen a sign yesterday. So I said, we got to go to that one, because that's not advertised either. So we went to the two unadvertised ones. And the first one we went to, dude, that was a good one. Really nice, like, neighborhood in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. And the house had to be like 2 million. And they were just literally giving stuff away, $5, $2, $1. I'm like, I like this type of yard sale. And then we went to this other yard sale. Well, and then, all right. So then we went to the other yard sale that was also not advertised, just had a sign up, and the person didn't come out. So Sue and I were standing in the front yard waiting. It was 9 o'clock. The sign said 9 o'clock. And the person had stuff in their yard just all covered over. So we said, well, we'll just stand here and wait. And so, of course, then we created, you know, a buzz. So then people are stopping, they're stopping slow. They're like, "Is there a yard sale here?" And we're like, "Yeah, but they're not out yet." "Oh, okay." And like literally had 3 tables all covered over with stuff, clothes covered over with the tar. So clearly they were going to have a yard sale. 9:15 comes, 9:20. No, nobody comes outside. And there was a Kurt. Well, hello. And thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you, Kurt. Hearties, hearties. Thank you. That is so nice. Thank you so much. Of course, it goes right to everybody. Say it. Kiki.fm. Al was on location today at Pool and Patio, because they're having a sale on jacuzzis for half off. I'm like, who does that? But I can't get a jacuzzi right now. So, and thank you, Kurt. Thank you. Thank you. So, anywho, that really made my day. So, anywho, the person didn't come out, so we left. We're like, "We're out of here. We're going." And then other people started to leave too. It's like it's funny how people follow suit, right? So we go, and then we see another sign for yard sales. We get closer to home, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that wasn't advertised either. Let's go." And like now I'm in my sweatshirt era, I call it sweatshirt and sweatpants era. And I'm telling you guys, I got, I don't know, 3 or 4 Harley hoodies for a dollar. For a dollar. Shut up. A dollar. I got really cool jeans for a dollar. I got and all right, so let's talk about this, ladies, and even gents, wide leg jeans are in now. Okay. It's not about the skinny jean anymore. Thank goodness, because my love handles are spilling over the waist of my jean. We'll talk about that in a second too. So I'm kind of glad the wide legs are in. And I got a pair of wide leg jeans at a yard sale not too long ago. I've been wearing those things all the time. They're so comfortable. So what I'm going to do with the ones I got, and they're so freaking cute, because they're too long. So I'm just going to cut the bottoms and make it a frayed hem. Shut up. Gonna be so cute. So cute. Like weird jeans for a dollar. Tommy Hilfiger jeans, and I don't know what the other, I don't know, Cavaricci or something. Really freaking cute. How do you not yard sale? Stop. Stop it. And I got a Harley Davidson jacket. She said, "I swear to you, I never wore this jacket. I paid 20 bucks." So it was well worth going out today, even though now yard sale season's pretty much over. So I'm sad, but until next year, yard sale gods and goddesses, we will see them. All right, so let's talk about the love handles. I did really good this week with not eating a lot of junk until I went to TJ Maxx. Now, I had to get some hairspray because, talk about like, don't go to TJ Maxx and buy all kinds of crap. I did need some hairspray. They did not have my Sebastian hairspray. That's where I always get my hairspray because it's the cheapest there. So I ended up getting Chi. Is that what you call it? I don't know. So I got that hairspray. And then, of course, they have the food at TJ Maxx. So I saw a bag of honey barbecue chips. I get in the car. I start eating the chips. Dude, these chips were the best flavored chips I've ever had, ever in my lifetime. The amount of seasoning on these chips was sick. Like it was thick seasoning on each and every chip. I was like licking the chips. Every chip. So before I came on here, I am so dry right now. I can't even I'm parched beyond control. So I'm sitting there in my little paper towel, like a little old lady, taking one chip at a time, going, eat, like licking one chip at a time. That's how freaking good these are. They're called I think the brand is Deep River. Have you heard of those? So anyway, these were TJ Maxx, and I'm never buying them again because they were disgustingly good. They were so good. I said, "I can't do that." So it took me 3 days to eat the entire bag of chips, but I ate the entire bag of chips, and I am so thirsty. I am so I am so thirsty because those dang chips, but they were so worth it and so good. But I'm like, I can't eat. And I had leftover pizza. I ate like a pig today. I did. I had 2 slices of toast with avocado on it. So that started off right. Like, oh, I'm going in the good, healthy direction. Then I had a second slice of toast. That's where the downfall happened. Leftover pizza and then a quarter of a bag of chips. Like it went really bad today. So I'm just telling you, not good. Not good. So let's see. Rhonda said, "Oh, thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, thank you, thank you." Hoot, hoot, Kurt. Hoot, hoot. And Nancy, congrats on reaching 4,000 subscribers. So happy to be part of Kiki Nation. Thank you so much. And thank you so much. It took me 7 years to get to 4,000 subscribers. But you know what? Out of all of the times, like all of the work I've put into this channel, this has been so worth it, and I love doing this. I do, I do, I do. Am I gonna sit here and say I've never thought of quitting? Yes, I've thought of quitting because it's a lot, right? But I'm going, "You know what? I can kinda just show up when I wanna show up instead of having a schedule," because it's really hard for me to have that schedule now. It really is. So, I'm like, "If I show up, they'll come." Like Kevin Costner, what was that, Field of Dreams? And it's true because if you can't make it to the live, you can watch it later, right? Which is so great about YouTube. You can watch things later. I mean, it's cool when if you can be here, we can interact and stuff like that, but you can watch it later. So I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you. And you guys have been great. Like for the most part, for the 99% part of this, it's positive. Of course, I get comments on my looks and how dumb I am and stuff like it. But that's like the 1 percentile, or should I say the one imbecile. But you know what? We can block, we can hide. It's fine because, like I said on my other channel, I did a little vlog about my subscribers. I was so excited. I've got a pretty thick skin. I grew up in the city. I, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just the majority overrules the minority here. I'm telling you. It's by far mostly positive. So I'm very, very thankful for each and every one of you. Hey Deej, what's going on? And Kurt, we are so blessed that we have met so many wonderful people through Kiki, right? We have all just been able to connect. Where can you do this? Where can you do this type of thing? Like people have met, of course, there's the wonderful group of the Journey Junkies. So many of the members there get together, before a Journey concert. They have made friends with each other there. Some of you guys have made friends here. I've made friends with you. It's just, and really, ultimately, let's be honest. I mean, for me anyway, this is because of YouTube, and I am so grateful. And I have my other little tiny Kiki Room channel where I'm doing the vloggy type thing. And I gotta say, like, this is my therapy. And I've said it to you guys so many times. This is my therapy. You guys keep me sane. I'm telling you, I am so thankful and just so happy to have found this community. And, we all should be just really happy to have found each other. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, it's through music, right? Music is definitely the connector of so many people. And let's see, Kathy Waddle said, I'm glad that I found you in 2022. Your interview with Dean got me checking your channel out. It makes my day when you're on, and I made new wonderful friends with you all. See what I'm saying? Thank you, Kathy. I mean, right? It's just true. Um, so Deej said, thanks, Kathy, for the blue light special message, or I wouldn't know Kiki's on. Hug. Oh, that's so nice. You guys are just everybody working together and just to, so we can all connect. So again, you guys are the best and know that you are best. So for those of you, who are new here, I'm Kiki and my husband and I have this awesome radio station, Kiki.fm. It's free in the App Store and we're just playing some great music. I just turn it on whether I'm cleaning or driving and I listened to it and Al did a great job putting everything together. So take a listen to that if you have a moment and also subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up, please, because YouTube, they're all about it. They're all about thumbs up. And let's see. And Rhonda said, my husband of 25 years graduated to heaven 7 years ago yesterday. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't have survived without Kiki and Al. Been here an entire 7 years. Thank you, Kiki and Al, and all of you. And thanks to you, Rhonda. Really, really. Thanks to you. All right. So I have to, she's not here. Gina Thomas. It was recently her birthday. And, Gina's been through it. All of us have had our things, but Gina's really, she's had a year. So she said, I really would like for you to sing me a happy birthday song. I said, me? Sing you a happy birthday. So I wrote a little something for Gina and Gina, you can watch this later. So here we go. We're going to sing Gina Thomas a happy birthday song, and everybody, throw some hearts in the comments. And I saw that a bunch of you, already said happy birthday to her on the, of course, Journey Junkies page. She's a wonderful, wonderful human being, like all of you are. But we're doing something a little special with Gina because, like I said, she's been through it. So, ready? Here we go. Here we go. Gina. Oh my gosh, it's Gina's birthday. She is so cool and she likes to get down to all of the greatest music around. She likes Steve Perry because she thinks he's cute. She's even won a record from him to boot. Ooh. And that's not all. There is more. Fans for a Spotify contest. She won it. I swear. That part, let me do that part over again. Ready? And that's not all. There is more for a Spotify contest. You won it. I swore. Now, see, I swore, but I have to say I swear because I swear sounds better than I swore. Okay, I'm messing up the song. Steve Perry said her name and he said her town too. He even drew himself as Santa Woo-hoo. Gina, everyone loves you. You're such a treasure. I hope you had a blast on your birthday. What a pleasure. You are the best. Go have some more fun. The girl can't help it. All of our hearts, you have won. Happy birthday, Gina. See, I suck at this. You know what I mean? Like, listen, when I practiced, it was fine. It was completely fine. And then I get on here and I get all crazy. So, but happy birthday, Gina Thomas. And I'm so sorry. But you wanted me to sing. I wrote it. Look at, I wrote it all for you. I can't. I can. Oh, she's coming on? Should I you really want me to redo it? Oh, dear God. All right, maybe I'll do it better next time. Oh, all right, she's here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to do this better. Okay. Oh, where'd I go? Can you hear me? No. What just happened? Can you hear me, guys? Oh, there we are. Okay, good. Okay. Ready? Ready? I I better do this good. This is so annoying to me because I'm such a perfectionist. Okay, ready? All right, I'm not paying attention to you. All right, ready? Here we go. Gina. Oh my gosh, it's Gina's birthday. She is so cool and she likes to get down to all of the greatest music around. Chicka, chicka, chicka. She likes Steve Perry because she thinks he's cute. She even won a record from him to boot. And that's not all. There is more. A fan Spotify contest. She won it. I swore. But see, I swear. I want to say I swear. I swore it rhymes, but that's bad. Ready? Steve Perry said her name and he said her town too. He even drew himself as Santa Woo-hoo. Gina, everyone loves you. You're such a treasure. I hope you had a blast on your birthday. What a pleasure. Wicker, 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 wicker. You are the best. Go have some more fun. The girl can't help it. All of our hearts, you have won. Happy birthday, Gina. All right, that was a little bit better. That one was I have to say, it's a little bit better. Smidgy. I snorted. I do hope you had a great birthday. I do, Gina. Oh my God. Are you working? Are you working? Wait a minute. Oh, you just finished work. All right, good. Now you probably need a drink. So everybody's saying happy birthday to Gina. I love it. Oh my goodness. Love you guys. Beautiful job. I'm one lucky gal and love the snort. When I snort, I just can't. I can't help it. I can't. Can you hear me? I don't know what's happening here. It's like no. Can you hear me? You can hear me, right? Good. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay. So, you know what? Let's go on with some news today, okay? Oh, what a beautiful picture of all of us at Journey. Wasn't that great? Someday, again, we'll be able to do that again. So, that was a fun night. That really, really was. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and I love you guys so much. I really do. You guys are great. You guys are freaking awesome. Let's go ahead and get into some news because we got some stuff to talk about today. Now, first off, I'm not sure, if you guys are familiar with Party Gras and Bret Michaels. And I know that some of you guys have been to Party Gras. You've been to see, of course, my Bretty, my adorable Bretty, even though he has no clue who I am, but that's fine. And to see our friend Steve Augeri. And, it's just a fun, fun show. Well, the woman behind Bret Michaels, her name is Jana Elias, and sweet person, very nice. I mean, she keeps the entire Bret Michaels organization on its toes. She keeps everything rolling. She's a busy lady. Well, sadly, she recently lost her husband, and it was just really a shock to everybody, from what Brett's Facebook post said, and I'm gonna read his post. This is from October 19th. Brett said, "Tonight, our entire show is dedicated to the sudden loss of our good friend Junior, the husband of our production manager, CEO, and lifelong friend, Jana Perky Elias, and their incredible daughter, Kendall, our production assistant. Today, our hearts and souls bleed for our beloved Jana and her daughter, Kendall. Their father, a longtime friend and one of the best production managers in the business, passed suddenly in Brazil. I was on the phone when she got the news and will forever feel her and her daughter's pain. And a day before Jana's birthday, which which makes it even more terrible. Life is bittersweet and sometimes absolutely beyond tough and beyond words. My heart, my prayers, my condolences to you both. You are forever loved and family. Anything we can do, let us all know. You have a lot of people that love you, family, friends, and fans." So, of course, just sending our love out to Jana and her daughter Kendall and their family and friends. Just terrible, terrible to have read that um last week. And, like I said, oh, Gina, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. That was very, very sweet. Thank you, Gina. And again, that goes right to Kiki.fm, keeping us here and keeping us on the air. So again, guys, if you've ever been to a Party Gras show or a Bret Michaels show, Jana's behind all of it, and she's an incredible woman. Just send out prayers to her. If you go on the Bret Michaels page, and just send your love to Jana, I'm sure she'll see it. She sees everything. And, just like I said, a very special person who does a great job keeping it all in line. To have to be going through that so suddenly, really terrible. So again, our love and prayers out to Jana and her friends and family. The Menendez brothers, I mean, I don't know, every single day we're hearing something, and I think they're getting one step closer to, possibly, maybe being released from prison. And this is from CNN. It says, the headline reads, "What's next for the Menendez brothers as the DA recommends their resentencing decades after their parents' killing?" And, you know, I think everyone's pretty familiar with this story now. Back in, I think, '89, and I remember it. I was a teenager. That they killed their parents in cold blood, right in their living room in their Beverly Hills mansion. And they went on the brothers went on a spending spree. It was out of control. They eventually were sent to prison, and now I don't know if it's Kim Kardashian that started all of this, but they're trying to get these brothers out of prison. And I believe that there was a letter that was discussed. Again, I'm going off the top of my head here from what I've read. There was a letter that was sent to a cousin of one of the brothers. I don't know if it was Lyle or Eric had written this letter to their cousin talking about their father's abuse. So, that has been brought out into the light. And, they've been in prison about 3 decades. And they were sentenced to prison without the possibility of parole, but they have been working endlessly to get themselves released because they said they were abused and they were wrongfully convicted. Now, I don't know, like, I mean, I have my own feelings about this whole thing. It's it's just kind of isn't it unbelievable what happened really? Just how it happened and how they did it and how it was kind of glamorized really. When you kind of step back and think about it, they were really seen as celebrities at the time, and that's what bothers me, occasionally about some things that happen in the news that bad behavior gets rewarded. I swear I should have that made into a t-shirt because I find myself saying that a lot. Bad behavior gets rewarded, and I don't like that. I really don't. But in this case, yes, if the brothers were abused by their parents, but should they have done what they did? It's just such a touchy subject, and their family, the Menendez brothers' family, they're out there saying these guys should not be in prison. I don't know what your feelings are on it, but because it's out here every single day and because they have the possibility of getting released back into society, you just go, you just don't know, which way to go, which side of the fence are you sitting on? So on Thursday, DA George Gascon filed a motion to recommend that the judge resentences the siblings. And this was done after defense attorneys in 2023 said that they had new evidence pointing that there was abuse by their father. And Gascon said, I will never excuse murder. And those were brutal, premeditated murders, he said. They were approximately sentenced at the time when they were tried. They got life without the possibility of parole. I just think that given the current state of the law and given our assessment of their behavior in prison, they deserve the opportunity to be reevaluated and perhaps reintegrated into the community. How do you guys feel about that? You know? I mean, again, there's so many ways to look at this case. You, I don't know. I really, I am torn about it because I feel as if there could have been another way. You know, there could have been without them brutally murdering their parents, and their mom. That whole situation is still in question too. Did she know that the alleged abuse was happening? Did she know? People are saying she did know, and she just turned the other cheek, and that's awful in itself. But was murder the only way out? Yeah, yeah, very very touchy subject. So this article goes on to say there could be a hearing in about 30 to 45 days, and the LA Superior Court judge will decide whether the Menendez brothers will be resentenced. So the decision is coming if they will have a resentencing, and then we will go from there. And then, let's see, it says Gascon says he supports the resentencing of the brothers to life with the possibility of parole, which normally means 50 years to life in prison. But because the crimes happened when the brothers were under 26 years old, they would be eligible for youthful parole under California law. And Gascon calls the brothers model prisoners, and he thinks that there's a good chance that they will be paroled if the decision gets to the parole board. I mean, there's that they have some hurdles to overcome. But there is an attorney, one of the brothers' attorney said that he hopes that they will both be home by Thanksgiving. So this could move quicker than, you know, it's like a month away. Can you believe Thanksgiving's only about a month away? So let's see. Yep, and the brothers didn't deny that they killed their parents, but they said they shouldn't have been convicted because they acted in self-defense after a lifetime of abuse, and also for the fear that they were going to be killed by their parents. So again, a lot. A lot going on. And there's also another article. This is from NBC News. Did Hollywood help the Menendez brothers case? And like I said, there was Kim Kardashian. She came out and on her Instagram this past Thursday, she wrote, the media's focus, especially on the heels of Ryan Murphy's TV show, helped expose the abuse and injustices in their case. Because she's been a big, big supporter of the Menendez brothers. And let's see. Well, because we had the Netflix series. I don't know if you guys watched that. And that series is called The Menendez Brothers. And Kim Kardashian did come out and issued a public statement in support of them, saying that they should not be in prison. And I know that there were more celebrities who have come out and said that, you know, they support the Menendez brothers' release from prison. So I think that Hollywood totally had something to do with this getting more exposure lately. So again, we'll see. We'll follow it and, you know, we'll take a look at what comes next because it's going to be super interesting if they do get released, I think. Oh my gosh, Eunice is here. Eunice, you made it.
Eunice is here?
Oh my God.
Eunice is here? Oh my God, my day is complete. What a nice surprise. Gina is here. Oh, she just had a birthday a few days ago, right?
Right.
And Rhonda's all excited now because I'm here now too. Hey, Rhonda, can I play your shout out on the air for everybody here if you don't mind? Rhonda says a shout out. I want to get her permission that I can actually air it right now on YouTube channel. Is that okay with you, Kiki?
What, do I have a choice?
No, I'm asking Rhonda. It's her. She said yes, play it. Hi everybody. How you doing? Did you tell everybody where I was today, Kiki?
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
And I can't believe people are buying hot tubs. Is that crazy or what?
It is crazy. Yeah.
Crazy. Talking to so many people today. It's fun. Can't believe Halloween's right around the corner.
I know.
What are you dressed up as?
You.
What? Are you happy to hear me?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you, Gina. Rhonda sent this message this week.
Okay.
And I want everybody to listen to this.
All right.
Because this is why we do what we do. And here we go. It comes up.
Okay.
I'm going to hit it.
All right.
A little bit slower than I used to be.
Lots.
Why?
Nothing.
What do you mean?
I didn't say anything.
I got to move this here. Hang on. I hit this here. I can open this here. Stand by. This is worth waiting for. This is Rhonda from Little Rock, Arkansas. We call Little Rock Rhonda. It's coming up. It's loading up. It's a professional broadcast, isn't it?
It's horrible.
What do you mean it's horrible?
We're just, you know.
Why?
That's what it is.
Okay, here we go.
I just can't believe Eunice is here.
Kiki and Al, Little Rock Rhonda here. I wanted to be the first person to congratulate you guys on 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Wow, you guys have worked so hard. 7 years, and I've been with you from the very beginning. I'm so proud of both of y'all. Y'all have brought me so much sunshine in so many dark times after I lost my husband in 2017. Again, congratulations, and woot woot, it's only up from here.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. That was so cool. And guys, you can send shout outs whatever you want, as long as they're clean. You know what I mean?
I don't give it. They're not clean. I'll put them on anyway.
I know we can kind of do that.
So how do people do shout outs, Kiki?
I don't know. How did they do it? Wait, well, let me let me go on the app. Well, it's not like I do shout outs. I
No,
mean, I
no.
remember. All right, hold on. All right.
No, I'll tell you how to do it.
No, wait, I'm on
What?
the app right now.
Oh my God.
Down. Here we go. Al's back. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
All right, so here's the app. Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
Slow
Oh, let me
down,
turn.
down,
I
down.
know that.
Okay.
So here's the app,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then you go to these 3 lines right here. I just licked
Right.
I just licked the microphone.
Oh, how was
I didn't
that?
mean to. So go to the 3 lines.
Yep.
See, and then it says shout out.
Right.
See, it says shout out right
Yeah,
there
You're right.
where the little microphone is, and you hit that. Oh no, I didn't do that. Wait a minute.
Hit the microphone.
Below are my song alerts. No, we'll go back and we'll do shout out.
Right. It's very easy.
Enter your name and location.
Right.
So Rhonda from Little Rock, Arkansas, and then you hit the thing.
Microphone.
Oh, and hi, this is Kiki from Kiki.fm, and I just want to give a shout out to myself. Happy Saturday.
Oh my God. So
All right, so I did that.
when you do shouts, once in a while I see them or whatever. And I saw Rhonda's like at 3:00 in the morning a few days ago.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for the
Thank
bottom
you.
of our
Thank
hearts.
you so much. And say thank you to Kurt and to Gina
Kurt, I love you, Kurt.
for the super chats going towards the station. And thanks to everybody
Thank
for
you,
being here
Kurt.
today, too. Thank you so much.
What was he
Thank
talking
you,
about?
guys.
A picture of all of us. I don't remember a picture of
Well, because I posted the picture from the last Journey concert we went to
yeah.
with Mark and
Gina, Kurt,
and Kurt.
I wasn't in the picture though.
Yeah,
Was
you
I?
were.
I was.
Were you?
I don't know. I don't take pictures.
Oh, damn. I think so.
Right.
Was he in the picture?
Oh my God.
I think so.
We're happy to say locally, we join with the forces of the Coventry Police Department
Ooh.
for the Toys for Tots drive.
Cuff
And,
me.
And yeah, Toys for Tots. We're collecting presents, unwrapped toys in the Coventry area. All you have to do is drop by the police station, and that's what Christmas, the holiday season is all about. It's just about talking to people, reaching out to people, just like we have to Rhonda and so many people on the channel and across the world.
Yep. Mark's wife Dawn was in the picture. I don't know if you were in the picture. Were you in the picture?
I don't take pictures.
Or did you take the picture?
I don't remember.
I think you were in the picture.
What day is it?
I don't remember now. Who's on first?
I'm so burnt out. I'm talking to these people today about inflatables, toys, and games and robots. I don't know what the hell.
heard you.
You heard me?
I heard you.
And
You're like, oh, I didn't know you could put an inflatable in a jacuzzi. I'm like, you can put whatever you want in a jacuzzi.
yeah, they have a beer
Beer
float.
float.
a
Yep, I
beer
heard
float.
about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd fit on that. I mean, especially after all the chips I ate today.
Right. Oh, you ate chips today?
Ugh,
Oh,
I'm
really?
so sick to my stomach right now.
Really? I'm sorry.
Ugh, I feel like I'm gonna vomit.
Oh my God.
I do. That was so stupid. But see,
Stupid.
and that's my problem.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
Why?
Because I have an addictive
No,
personality
you
like
don't
that.
have an addictive
Yes,
personality.
I
No, you
do.
don't.
Because
No, you don't.
all
No, you
right,
don't.
just
Look at
let's talk about this for a second.
What? What?
So, like Italian bread.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're Italian.
If I were to get a nice hot loaf of Italian bread
Hot loaf.
and some nice butter,
Nice butter on a hot
just
loaf.
put it on. I would eat the whole friggin' loaf of bread. I would eat the whole loaf.
So anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, you distracted me by talking about the hot loaf. I don't remember the people's names, but it's a nice couple from East Greenwich were on today. Won a pair of tickets to see Foghat in concert.
Oh, that's nice.
The January 31st at the Bailey's Liquor Resort Casino. That's great, isn't it?
That's great.
Yeah.
Did we get a hot tub? No. You know why, Rhonda? Because my big fat butt won't fit in it.
Oh my God.
Because I ate a whole bag of chips. But
Well,
no.
that probably.
What are you laughing
I
at?
got inside a hot tub today.
You did not.
There was no water
With
in
your
it.
clothes on?
Yes,
No. brother.
because I'm stupid and crazy and people are
See, I'm
laughing.
bloated now.
Why? Because I was in a hot tub.
No, because I ate those chips.
Well, last week, though it might not matter to anybody here on the channel,
Right.
we broadcasted at the TLC barn, which is a barn up on New Snecker Road in Coventry.
That was fun.
All kinds of people came out. Farmers too. Farmers. Was
Farmer
great.
in the Dell?
No, farmer. And Kiki actually rode on a horse.
I did.
This is incredible.
I did.
She hasn't ridden on a horse in what, 30 years
Been
or
a
something.
long
It's been a
time.
long time.
Been a long
And
time.
there are cows there too,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
You know what
And
they said?
what?
Moo.
Moo. And there's one lady that I interviewed on the radio. I said, "What do you do?" She said, "I'm a masseuse." And I said, "Do you have a lot of clients?" All my clients are horses.
She did. She said
I
that.
couldn't. I never heard of that before.
I heard the I think I even recorded it. Like
Oh, you
it was
did?
a wild conversation. I'm
Wild
going,
conversation.
who gives horses massages? But you know
Well,
what?
you know what?
We got some pretty hoity-toity towns around
We
here.
sure do.
And you know what?
What?
If they want to get their horse a massage,
Yeah, okay.
they
well,
can get their horse a
But
massage.
she does this for a living.
Yeah.
Which is really,
And she's busy.
and I found out from Joe from the Pole Patio store today,
Mhm.
the robots nowadays,
Yeah.
they don't make them with diapers anymore.
Diapers.
Yeah. I said, what do you mean though? Because there's a pain in the ass for me to take the diaper out. They make them with like canisters. They're not great.
Oh, because it had the netting inside,
really,
right?
Yeah.
No, don't say really.
Really?
I'm
Why?
asking you a question.
What? Yes.
I didn't
yeah.
change the robot.
What?
You got to get. We need a new robot.
Yes.
We need a new robot.
We're working.
First of all, we need. All right, so we got to get our our oven fixed
Right.
on Monday.
Yep.
And then eventually, I'm going to get a dryer. That's going to happen.
Well, tell everybody out there in YouTube land who your pool boy is.
That would be you.
That's right.
And it was an awful summer because so
yeah.
the filter wasn't working properly.
No.
And all summer he's like, I can't get the sand out of the bottom of the pool. I can't get the sand out of the bottom of the pool. And I'm like, there's something wrong.
I don't like this pool
There's
anymore.
something
I hate this pool.
Like we shouldn't have
Oh
sand
my
in the bottom
God.
of the pool.
There's these stuff. All summer long.
So
middle of August, I'm in pain.
I kept saying there's something wrong.
Yeah, me.
But why
What?
listen to me? Right?
Right.
So then somebody else says to him, well, maybe you should check the filter, even though I said that.
Right.
And so he says, must be something wrong with the filter, even though I said that.
Right.
And then finally, we had to get a new filter because
a
man suggested there was something, even though I said there's probably something wrong.
I listened to you most of the time, but I didn't hear what you said.
You didn't hear me.
What do you say?
Okay.
All right. Anyway, go back to your program now.
Sure.
Hi, everybody.
Did you leave now?
No,
out?
I'll stay here, but I'll be quiet so you can do your program because I have a habit of interrupting you.
You don't.
Okay.
All right. So you going in the weeds now?
All I can think about is that bread with nice soft butter on it and how warm, toasty.
I have a bellyache. And last night I started watching Hocus Pocus. Like I hadn't seen this movie in years. I fell asleep, so I got to watch it.
Yeah, but I don't mean to share personal information with everybody.
You
But
do.
what the hell? We've been out since 2:30 this morning.
No, I've been up since 3:30.
I've been out since 2:30.
Well, you're weird.
Thank you.
Well, because whenever you do a remote or anything like that, you get all like nervous.
I don't get nervous.
You do.
I forget things.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
You know, who are you?
George. George of the jungle.
Oh, I guess he does forget stuff.
I know.
All right,
Anyway,
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye.
I love you all.
Right, so he's over there now. Okay, so more news. Jake E. Lee, former guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne. This is from foxnews.com. So we all heard about him getting shot several times a couple of weeks ago. It was actually on October 15th. So this headline says Jake E. Lee was involved in verbal confrontation with thieves in masks before he was shot multiple times in Las Vegas on October 15th. So Jake has actually come out and he has told more details around what happened to him that night, 2:00 in the morning. He's walking his dog Coco. I mean, like he's not doing anything, just taking his dog out for a walk. And let's see, he said that he had a verbal confrontation with thieves before the shooting took place. So Jake said, "Thank you again for all your concern. A quick update, back home recuperating. A big thanks to those at Sunrise Hospital for taking such good care of me." He wrote this on Facebook and he went on to say, and some brief details about that night. Walking home from our walk, Coco and I crossed paths with a couple of thieves, dressed darkly, hoodies pulled down, their faces and masks covering their mouths, standing in a neighbor's driveway, checking out his motorcycle. So were they checking out Jake's motorcycle? And he went on to say there was a verbal confrontation which ended with an agreement that I would walk one way and they would walk the opposite. That didn't work out. I'll probably talk in more detail about it later, but right now I can only comfortably do a little at a time. Let me look for another cute pic of Coco. So he's expected to make a full recovery, and that's all we know so far. But the fact that this happened after 2 o'clock in the morning while the guy's just out walking his dog. Thank God the dog's okay. I mean, so were they trying to take his motorcycle? So I guess we'll get more information as time goes on. But man, thank God he's okay. Thank God they didn't do anything to his dog too. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, crazy world we're living in right now. And speaking of crazy, Diddy. Like, is he not locked up yet? Can you just every day, I could literally be on here every day talking about a new piece that comes out about him. And it is just more disgusting as the days go on. Now he's alleged to have, and I can't even, it's an R word, a 13-year-old. Yeah. During the VMA's after party that he hosted. And this is from a lawsuit. So this is from the LA Times.com. I mean, this guy, not for anything, no one is above the law, but apparently some people can, they can be above the law, but hopefully only for a certain amount of time before you get caught and taken down. Because this is what I'm saying, like every day. I read something every day about this dude. And so, he's in a whole trafficking probe, tons of lawsuits against him now. And drugs are involved with other people, and it just not good at all. So there's also a long list of celebrities who were supposedly at his, what does he call them? Freak offs. So we had like the party that started, the nice party part of the party was in the beginning of the night. And then once it turned a certain time, that's when all the craziness started to happen. And allegedly a lot of celebrities, who were at the beginning part of the party, the nice part of the party, they would leave, or they had the opportunity to leave before things got crazy. Yeah, there's a long list of celebrities. I'm not even gonna get into all that. But so today we are actually talking about a lawsuit that was filed this week in New York. And this woman is identified as Jane Doe. She says she was 13 when Diddy did what he did to her, along with another male who was a celebrity. And he's identified as Celebrity A, while a female celebrity listed as Celebrity B watched. It's disgusting. Disgusting. So Jane Doe alleges in this filing that on the night of September 7th of 2000, she was outside of Radio City Music Hall in New York City trying to talk her way into the VMAs. She went up to several limousine drivers, including one who said that he worked for Diddy. So he told her that Diddy likes younger girls and she would fit what he was looking for. And this is in the lawsuit. So the driver invited her to an after party and told her to return later that night. Now, mind you, the girl's 13. So I know that my 13-year-old daughter was not out late at night going to parties. It didn't happen. In my house, it didn't happen. So she went back and the driver took her to a big home, probably a mansion, with a U-shaped driveway. And when she was inside, she was told to sign a non-disclosure agreement. The girl is 13, so was that even valid? Just throwing that out there. And that's also in the lawsuit. And there was a luxurious party going on. And there were waiters and waitresses carrying trays of drinks. There was tons of music blasting through the house. And party goers were imbibing drugs and marijuana. And all kinds of other things were happening, she said. So after she had a drink, she said it was orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. She's 13. Let's just go back to that. She began to feel lightheaded and she found an empty bedroom to lay down in. So Diddy walked in with two celebrities, went up to her with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her, and said, "You're ready to party." So the male celebrity did what you think he did to her, and then Diddy and the female celebrity B watched. And then Diddy did what he did to her as the other two celebrities watched. And Diddy's attorneys are denying these allegations, and they released a statement doing so. So the press conference, this is quote, "The press conference and 1-800 number that preceded Sunday's barrage of filings were clear attempts to garner publicity. Mr. Combs and his legal team have full confidence in the facts, their legal defenses, and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs has never assaulted anyone, adult or minor, man or woman." So there is an attorney, his name is Tony Busby. He's representing more than 100 people who are claiming to be victimized and have been victimized by Diddy. And these people are also willing to name various and countless celebrities who were involved in those abuses. And the attorney said in a news conference last month that the names contained in these suits would shock. And he said, and I quote, "Many of you came here thinking or hoping or perhaps believing that I may start naming names. That day will come, but it won't be today." Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. It is going to get so messy, and people are crapping their pants, and they should be if they had the involvement that these people say they did. Several sources involved in representing Hollywood A-listers told the LA Times that they feared that their clients being implicated even by a mere association with Combs. And many of those clients have attended his parties. And Busby did not return a call to the LA Times for additional information. And again, there's going to be way more coming out on that. I mean, the amount of celebrities that are supposedly involved in this thing, it's crazy. It's just unbelievable. All right, now moving on to Stevie Nicks. Oh my gosh. Talking about Lindsey Buckingham, and I guess there was an interview she just did recently, and she said, and this is the title of the article. This is from guitarworld.com. "He wasn't very nice to anybody. I could hear my mom saying, 'Are you really going to spend the next 15 years of your life with this man?'" And Stevie Nicks pinpoints the moment she knew Lindsey Buckingham had to be axed from Fleetwood Mac. He left in 2018. Doesn't that seem like a lifetime ago? It's 2024. He's been gone 6 years? Dang. It doesn't even, it seems like that just happened. I mean, it feels like it was a couple of years, but not 6. So I guess she opened up in this interview about just not wanting to be around Lindsey Buckingham anymore. And let's see, he was in Fleetwood Mac for 44 years. They joined in 1974. So when he left allegedly because of a disagreement over the band's upcoming tour, and that resulted in a breakdown of the band. But now that doesn't really seem to be the case because Stevie talks about the 2018 Music Cares concert, and I remember reading about that. We talked about it here too. And supposedly he was giving her dirty looks, and it was just not good. And she said it was during that show she realized that she no longer wanted to perform with him. And Stevie said, I think that all just happened the way it should have. It happened one night, not planned, at a Music Cares concert. So she's defining the moment when Lindsey was going to be let go from the band. And she said, I didn't even tell anybody. It had happened in my head until the whole ceremony was over. It took with me that night a song that I had done with Leanne Rimes called Borrowed. I took it with me to play for him because I thought we could do this song beautifully. That's when he wasn't very nice to anybody. He wasn't very nice to Harry Styles. I could hear my mom saying, are you really going to spend the next 15 years of your life with this man? I could hear my very pragmatic father. And by the way, my mom and dad liked Lindsey a lot, saying, it's time for you guys to get a divorce. Between those two, I said, I'm done. And she said that she doesn't hold any ill will towards Lindsey. She said, I hope he lives a long life and continues to go into a studio and work with other people. He's also an icon and he can teach people. He's not stopped in his tracks. He can still make music and have fun. And, you know, Lindsey was replaced by Crowded House's Neil Finn. And Neil Finn said, I don't think he was very happy about the situation. He was not. If you can remember all of the articles that were out and the interviews and everything, of course, he wasn't happy. 44 years with a band, you know, so much of that going on right now. We'll get into that in a minute. But I would hope that he might have thought, oh, well, at least somebody that can write a good song has taken my part. So Stevie definitely confirms when she knew that Lindsey was going to be let go from the band. And this article from people.com, Britney Spears reveals that she's married herself. There was a video. I didn't watch the video, but she said it was the most brilliant thing that she's ever done. And, you know, she's into self-love right now. That's probably a good thing because she's been married a few times, right? You know, just like J-Lo. There's got to come a point. Just don't do it anymore. Maybe you're just not good at it. You're not good at being married. And, you know, that's okay. You're a celebrity. You're involved in doing other things. So, you know, sometimes things just don't work out. And let's see, Sunday, October 20th, Britney, who's now 42. Can you believe that? I feel like I was just listening to Hit Me Baby One More Time the other day in my car because it's such a fun song. I mean, come on, early Britney stuff is great. And she shared a video on her Instagram of herself in a wedding dress, and she told everybody that she married herself. So she wore an ivory gown and a veil. She posed for the camera while smiling in the video as Sting's Fields of Gold played in the background. Oh my gosh, Al played that at like every single wedding reception before the dancing started. Like that's how he got people kind of going. And Britney said, the day I married myself, bringing it back because it might seem embarrassing or stupid, but I think it's the most brilliant thing I've ever done. My goodness. And then she posted another video of herself wearing a white silk mini dress and white rimmed sunglasses set to the tune of Sheryl Crow's Run, Baby, Run. And she said, Turks and Caicos, here I come. So, you know what, Britney, yay for you. I think it's good. I love Britney. I think she got screwed over. I think that, you know, the poor girl has, you know, her own family took advantage of her. So, you know what, Britney, do whatever you want, girl, because you deserve to be happy. And talking about being happy, can I just ask you guys something? So I posted a snippet from, you know, the last live video that I did. I was talking about Jelly Roll singing Ozzy's Mama I'm Coming Home at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony. Now, unbeknownst to me, there was tons of stuff going around the internet that people thought he did a terrible job on that song. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you saying? How is that possibility? Because I literally thought he did a phenomenal job, but people were pissed about it. And even so, I took that snippet and I put it on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. And on TikTok, people are like, did you watch the same performance I did? Because he was terrible. Where was he terrible? Please tell me. Like, what am I missing? Are people saying he was terrible because other people are saying he was terrible? Or are they saying he was terrible because they really thought he did a bad job? Where did he do a bad job on that song? I thought it was great. You know what? Let's share. Please tell me. I'm gonna share this video with you. I'm not gonna play it right now because I can't, but I will copy it. I'm gonna take that off so it doesn't play because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. Let's do that. All right, so just watch that after. That is the performance, the Jelly Roll tin. I thought it was really good. What's the problem? So let me know if you thought it was bad. I didn't think it was bad. And going back to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony, so Foreigner, that was a big topic of conversation. And yes, people were really mad at Kelly Hansen. And I thought it was quite interesting that it was released after. Now remember, Foreigner this year was on their farewell tour. Well, they're not farewelling. They are just keeping on going in. How do you even say that? But they're going to keep on rolling. And they've got several dates already planned for 2025. And Al Greenwood and Rick Wills will be along with them on some of those dates. And word on the street is that Lou is also in talks to possibly do a show or two with them. But Lou doesn't want to tour anymore. Now, Lou, I think he's on a cruise. He went today. Let's take a look at his website. So on Lou's website, he is actually, it's today through November 2nd. He's on the High Seas Rally. And it's the world's only motorcycle rally on a cruise ship. How fun is that? That left out of Tampa. And that is with his all-star band. So that's very, very cool. And there have been like Lou told me, he can't tour. He can tour. I swallow it. He can tour, but he's kind of done with it. Now I know he does have some dates already. I think there's a date or two for 2025. I don't think he's filling the dance card. But maybe he'll do a show or two with Foreigner. That would be kind of nice if he did one. And Dennis Elliott, come on. I hope that Dennis Elliott would be involved as well. Because, again, I don't know the man, but I feel bad he wasn't there at the ceremony. He missed out. So maybe Dennis would do something with Rick and Al and Lou. I mean, come on. There you go. Like that would be fantastic. And I hope so. I really do. So yes, so the Foreigner and Lou Graham dates are, Foreigner's got a lot of dates coming up on the books. So we'll see. Is it still farewelling? I don't. Do they know? Maybe they don't. They're just having fun. They don't want to stop. But then don't call it a farewell tour. Say it's a hello tour. Say it's a maybe next time tour. Something. Don't use the word farewell. That's all I'm asking. Like I have a say in anything. No, I don't. So guys, we're going to talk about Kevin Cronin of REO Speedwagon. A lot of people are angry at Kevin. Just like they were angry. I said, why are people so angry at Kelly Hansen? Guys done a great job keeping Foreigner going, right? You can't take that away from him. And he's been a really good front man, great front man. I'm going to say the word great. I'm going to say it. I've seen them a few times and they were fabulous. So, Kevin Cronin has really kept REO Speedwagon along with the other gentlemen in the band. Of course, we are not excluding them. But I'm here to basically talk about Kevin because no one's really talking about Kevin. Everybody's throwing crap at Kevin. And is that really fair to be doing that? I mean, I just, so I looked up some Kevin Cronin facts because, like I said, he's getting a lot of crap. He's getting a lot of shit. And I don't know Kevin. Maybe some of you know Kevin. Do we really know anyone's backstory? Did we know the whole journey backstory? I'm going to say we didn't. I'm going to say yes, we got a lot from Neil. We did. I mean, he pretty much was, he's an open book, right? And then we got some information from Arnell, last year. That was a lot. And that was coming directly from the sources themselves. Jonathan was quiet. So, again, it was Neil and Jonathan, Neil versus Jonathan, Jonathan versus Neil. One was quiet, one was vocal, and it's kind of the same situation here. Bruce Hall is kind of talking like he's definitely said things, but, someone else in his camp is saying a lot. And, again, it's still, I'm sorry, but it's just one-sided. And I don't know any of these people. I don't claim to. They're not my friends. I don't know them. I'm just kind of looking at it from another perspective, and the perspective of REO Speedwagon's been going since the early 70s. When did Kevin first join in 72? And then he left and then he went back, and 77, from 77 on, it was all bets off, and we're just going up the charts. We're just going to make number one after number one and just have a great time. So, we've got Bruce Hall saying that he was kicked out of, or, asked not to return to REO Speedwagon after he recovered from his back surgery, and he wanted to go back. He made it very clear, listen, I want to go back. And then Kevin, REO Speedwagon, whoever put out the post saying, Bruce isn't where he should be. So, we're separating, and then all the gloves are off, right? So keyboardist Neil Doty responded after Kevin said that he still wanted to keep the band going by saying that he disagreed with what Kevin said. So Neil disagreed with Kevin and said that all he had to do was let Bruce back in the band. And now, from my understanding, we talk about this again near the end, but, is it Kevin, Neil, and Bruce are all owners of the band. They all have a piece of REO Speedwagon. So, this is where this stuff is confusing to me because, so who has the majority of the say? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. Does Kevin Cronin have 70% ownership? Neil, and then the other 30% is split between Neil and Bruce. I don't know. I have no idea. Is it 40-40 Kevin Neil and then 20 Bruce? Is it a third? I don't know. Is there a fourth owner? I have no idea. I'm just kind of, again, this is speculation. And I know that those three are definitely owners of the band though. So we don't know how that split works. If you do, let us know in the comments and enlighten us, because again, these are just questions that I have, right? And just trying to maybe put out another perspective because people are so pissed off at Kevin Cronin. And I'm like, well, how do you know Kevin? We're really all just going off what we're reading. We're going off what somebody's saying. And we don't know the whole story because Kevin's been quiet. Kevin's not saying a word. Right? So we really don't know. We're all speculating here, just like we did with the journey. Let's be real. I did it too, just trying to read between the lines. But I'm just trying to take a different stance here because no one's really sticking up for Kevin that I've seen anyway. Everybody's pretty much sticking up for Bruce. And I get it because people are looking at it saying, well, he got kicked out of the band because he had back surgery and now he can't stand, or he can clearly stand. He can't play for a long period of time. He can't play to his utmost ability from what has been written allegedly. I don't know. I don't know. But so people are gunning for Kevin. But anyway, after REO announced that they wouldn't continue touring after January 1st of 2025, Bruce said that together they are REO and he can't stop him from leaving. So Kevin is separating himself from the band, but a lot of people are saying that, you know, which band members are going to go with who's going to go with Kevin, who's going to stay with Bruce, so where is the split going to happen? Now the comments from what I have seen as of yesterday have been turned off on the REO Speedwagon Facebook page, so I don't know how or even if Kevin responded to any of the comments. I don't know because there's nothing, the comments have been turned off. But Kevin did start a new Facebook page. It's called Kevin Cronin of REO Speedwagon. And on September 30th, part of his post read, "I will always hold out hope that REO Speedwagon can be saved." I can't believe this is been going on since then. It feels like it was just yesterday, but "This band is my life's work, and I would never do anything what I feel is in REO's best interests. And I don't, that didn't come out right. I'm thinking it's supposed to read, 'This band is my life's work, and I would never not do anything that I feel is not in REO's best interest.'" Okay, whatever. You get the gist of that. "I love this band, and I love our loyal fans." Now, there's so much for positive info that he gave, right? But if you go to his October 15th post, he responded to a fan named Mark. And Mark was basically talking how fans are divided. Clearly, you can see that. But what I'm seeing is that fans are really, the majority are for Bruce, right? Not that this is a wrestling match. It's not, but it feels like it's turned into one. And that Kevin has minimized what has happened. And this fan, Mark, also said that fans want a goodbye, but does anyone really say goodbye? We have to talk about that too. I mean, Cher said goodbye a bunch of times, but it was really hello. Foreigner's been saying goodbye for a few years. You know what I mean? Kiss, how many times did they say goodbye? They really said goodbye now, I think. I think now they really said goodbye, but they're around. So, Kevin did respond to Mark saying that Mark's feelings were valid, but the situation is more complicated than what is being circulated online. It is musical, personal, and private. Now, that was from Kevin Cronin. There will always be things we don't know about. And I say that all the time. I just said it. We just talked about that. There's always going to be a backstory. These people are celebrities. These people are, mega rock stars who have performed in front of hundreds of thousands of people around the world. So, it's great if some of you, know these folks personally, then you know the backstory, but you're not going to go out and say it because that wouldn't be a friend, right? You're not going to go out and tell the true story because then you'll never be trusted. So if any of you do personally know either Bruce or Kevin, and you're in that world, well, because you're a good friend, you're not going to spill the beans. I would never do that if I knew these people, because it's really up to them to spill the beans at the end of the day. And like I said, Journey, there's just more to that story. And I'm sure there's still more to that story. And there's always going to be more to that story. There was a lot of story there. There was a lot going on. So another fan, Rachel, she made a comment questioning Kevin about speaking his truth from another post. And Rachel basically said that fans want to know what happened from his perspective. Kevin responded by saying, I will share my truth when the time is right. For now, I am focused on the REO shows ahead of me. And that would be through the end of the year, right? The fans deserve only the best, and I intend to give 100%. So Kevin is saying to everyone that he will share his side of the story at some point when he feels it's right. But for right now, fans of REO are in an uproar and they're taking sides. And there are also people publicly fanning the flames. It's like, oh, keep that fire burning. Keep the fire burning, baby. We're just going to, oh, it's hot in here now. Let's just keep everybody pissed off and mad. It's, what good does that get you? It at the end, it doesn't, you know? So some facts that, I wanted to bring up about Kevin, again, just to, and I'll probably get crap for it. Whatever. It is what it is, I mean, I don't really care. But some facts about Kevin. He joined REO in 1972. They originated in 67, believe it or not. But Kevin left not too long after he joined because, there were some disagreements between the members of the band. So he ex-nayed. Now, Kevin went back in the latter part of the 70s, and Bruce came in around 77. So those two have been playing together as musical brothers for a very, very long time, and they seem to have a great chemistry on stage. We've seen REO a couple of times, not like some of you have probably seen them hundreds of times, but we've seen them a couple of times. That seemed to be, great rapport with each of them on stage. You felt it and can't say anything. They all seem like they were having a great time. So on the record, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. No, you can't. Kevin wrote two of the biggest songs on that album, Roll with the Changes and Time for Me to Fly. Time for Me to Fly. That's one of my favorites. I'm just going to say it. That's one of my favorite REO songs. So Kevin co-produced that album with the late Gary Rickrath, and it became their first top 40 album, and it went double platinum. And Kevin wrote the two biggest songs on that album. Okay. So High Infidelity, that gets released in 1980. And Kevin is the writer for Don't Let Him Go and Keep On Loving You. And that is like the monster power ballad of all power ballads. There's no getting around that. It hit number one, and it was their first one along with Take It on the Run. So like I said, I'm trying to kind of mostly focus on Kevin here, just to bring some positive light to him. And we know that Gary, he played a major role. Not only did he found the band, but he played a major role in REO. And Kevin did his good stuff too, along with Gary. Now, the next album comes out, Good Trouble. Kevin strikes gold again. He wrote Keep the Fire Burning, which peaked at number 7. And Wheels Are a Turnin', that gets released in 84. And the biggest single, Can't Fight This Feeling, that hit number 1. There's another one, another top hit. And it stayed there for 3 weeks, performed it at Live Aid. Okay. Those guys were at Live Aid and performed that song. And it was their last number 1. But again, guess who wrote it? Kevin Cronin. Kevin Cronin wrote it. So we cannot take away the fact that Kevin wrote the band's biggest hits. And that's got to be a positive there. Because if it wasn't for those songs, REO wouldn't be who they were. And again, not discrediting or belittling anything the other guys did or do. I just wanted to focus on the bad guy, which he's not. How can he be the bad guy? Again, we don't know the whole story, just trying to be neutral here and just trying to, even keel it, even though I know I'm going to get shit for it. I am. I already know it. And I'm like, oh, do I do this? Do I not do it? But no one else is doing it. Instead of like bashing the guy that's down, let's try to, say, hey, look at all this stuff he did. Instead of, how it always is, right? Somebody gets beaten down. Well, let's put all of our feet on their forehead and kick them down a little bit more. And we're going to leave that guy over there because no one likes him right now. So we'll go over here with the good guy and leave the bad guy over there until he says something. Well, you know what? I'm going to kind of stay right here in the middle and I'm going to try and focus on what Kevin did. And I think Kevin did a lot of great stuff for REO Speedwagon, or else REO Speedwagon wouldn't be who we know they are today. Again, of course, with all the other guys collectively, yes, not taking that away from them. I just want to focus on Kevin. So yeah, Kevin wrote the major hits for this band. He just did. He's the lead singer. He's the guy, and mostly the main songwriter. And we can't forget that Kevin gives back a lot to the communities. He just does. He's a philanthropist. And if he wasn't and he didn't give back and you didn't know about it, you'd be like, oh, maybe he is a wiener. But no, he does a lot. Kevin does a ton. He gives a lot of his time for causes. He does a lot of performances for free to support charitable causes. You can't take that away from him. You have to say he's not a bad guy. He's just not a bad guy. What is happening behind the scenes? We don't know 100% what it is. We've got hearsay to go on right now. But again, that's still just one side. We're just hearing over here. We have not heard anything over here. Like, this is still gray. Okay? We've got white and black over here, but we got a big gray blob right here. And we don't know it. And we're not going to know it until he's ready to release what he wants to release. And you have to respect that. And Kevin has done Coop Stock, hosted by Alice Cooper, and the proceeds from those events, they go to the Rock Teen Center. And like I said, Kevin does donate a bunch of his time and a bunch of his talent to many different causes. Now, on the REO website, you can go and see it for yourself. Under news from November of last year, there is an article about Bruce going in for back surgery. Talks all about it. And it said that Matt Bissonette would be taking over for Bruce during that time. And Matt had just come off tour with Elton John, so he couldn't suck. Like, we knew he was going to be good, right? And I've read he's a really nice guy, and he did a great job. So the piece says a lot. And one thing it says is that Bruce is our brother, and times like these test us all. We have faith that Bruce's surgery will be successful, that he will make a complete recovery, and that he will be back to being the hard-rocking bassist singer that we all know. Bruce has our love and support as we have encouraged him to take all the time he needs to get himself back to 100% strength. Now, with all of the words and the anger, we still have to remember. Well, let me back up for a second on that piece that I just read from the REO website. So you got to kind of figure out, well, there is a disconnect here, right? So they're encouraging Bruce to come back to the band when he's 100%. And they said it right on their website. It's there. You can go read it for yourself. It's still there. They're ready for him to come back. They're ready for him to get back on stage. So something happened between then and whenever in September they announced that the band was disbanding and that they wouldn't be touring anymore together after January 1st of 2025. So what happened in between? And that's the piece that's missing. And also, I think fans are pretty upset that they said that they're not getting a goodbye. Well, because Bruce isn't going to be part of the remaining shows. Is that true? Let me know. From what I understand, I don't think he's going to be, allegedly. I have to throw that in there. So I don't know. I know Bruce has said he wants to get back on stage, so I'm guessing he's not going to be a part of those shows. Matt is taking his place for the remainder of the shows. So fans are saying, well, they just want a proper goodbye. Well, sometimes you can't get that. Sometimes, you know, the universe takes over and, we can't get what we want sometimes. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Now, if Bruce is well, he can go out and do his thing. I don't know to what extent. Like, you're part owner of the band, but what can you do? Like, how do you go out? Bruce Hall of REO Speedwagon, Bruce Hall, formerly of REO. I don't know. I don't know how that all works. I don't know how Kevin's going to do it. But again, so moving on. So with all of these words that have been said, the anger that has been thrown out towards Kevin Cronin, this is still a husband and a dad, a songwriter, a lead singer, a rock and roller, a charitable philanthropist person, however you say it, with the help of everyone around him to keep REO Speedwagon on the road for all of these decades, and good stuff. I mean, selling out shows, making fans happy, i- getting everybody to sing along to the songs and just go out there and have a great time. This is, if he was that bad, do you think he would really continue doing that? I don't think so. I don't. I really truly in my heart don't think if he was that bad of a person, he wouldn't have continued like that. Something else would, because we've never heard really anything bad about these guys, have we? I don't know, nothing like this I've read anyway. But some of the nasty comments Kevin has gotten include, he's done more bad than good. Kevin's ego got the best of him. Casey is full of shit. Kevin can't make it on his own. Kevin screwed the band over. But like I said, I think that Kevin, Neil, and Bruce, they each own a piece of that band. Is it just the three of them? I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe, but I don't think it's right that people should be so mad at him. I really don't. I think it's like it's just gotta take a rest. I mean, musicians, all they want to do is go out there and play. You know, and of course, Frankie Valli keeps popping in my head. I get, if it's there, I got to talk about it. Guy's 90. They're playing backing vocals of him from 40 years ago. Don't do that. Like, you know, don't do that because that's making him look worse. But he wants to clearly he's 90. He wants to just get out there and he wants to do his thing. He wants to still be on stage. He said nobody's forcing him to do it. But then do it in a way where he looks respectful. I mean, they're doing it in a way where it's not good. It's just not good. That's my opinion. You know, but these guys, these REO guys, they just want to, they still have it in them to go out there and put on a great show and have a good time and make you guys have a good time. So, they want to stay connected through their fans. This is their life blood. And I think at this stage of the game, of course they want money. I mean, we all want money, right? But if they had to do it for free, they're going to do it for free because this is their veins. This is running through their blood. This is their livelihood. This is all they know. They know how to perform and to make their fans happy and to make themselves happy by performing this amazing music that they've given us throughout all of these years. All of these years. So, bottom line, we don't know any of these men personally. And if you do, great. I think that's awesome. But again, if you're a true friend, you're not going to go and release the beast. You're not going to go and tell gossip because if you're a true friend, you're not going to do that. You're going to hold it inside and you're going to let them do what they need to do. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting to hear what Kevin eventually has to say. He's not ready to say what he needs to say, but at some point he said he will, and I think we have to be respectful of that. You got to say, listen, this is his thing too. It's not just Bruce's thing; it's Kevin's thing, and we don't know the conversation they had. We weren't there, so I think that we just got to cut Kevin Cronin some slack and, look at the good things he's done for the band instead of just focusing on the negative crap that, a lot of people keep bringing up because we don't know. We just don't know. And that's my thought on it. That's my whole thought process. I really, hope the best for all of them. I love REO Speedwagon. I always have. I love their music. Dude, like listen, in the car Friday. Now, mind you, I'm like, do I do this? Yes, yes. Because again, I know people are going to be so mad about it, but whatever, it is what it is. And I literally within an hour, I heard 4 REO Speedwagon songs in 4 different places. So it's like, listen, this is the one of the bands of our generation, man. They're in us, and think of all the great music that REO Speedwagon has given to us. And Kevin Cronin is the lead singer and pretty much the main songwriter for the biggest hits of that band. Again, if there's bad treatment happening, that shouldn't be a thing, but who's to say? We just don't know. All I know and all I'm saying is just stop the hate. Please, these are people too. And they have feelings, really. I mean, if I was reading all of the comments that are out there about Kevin Cronin, I think I'd be crawled up in a ball crying. Like, even though I have a thick skin, like there's so much negativity towards this man. And it's like, really? Why? Why? Just don't do that. Don't do that because we don't know. Oh, Dan Fogelberg. Oh my God. You know what? I'm going to go listen to a Dan Fogelberg's Old Lang Syne. I'm going to go listen to him after I get off this broadcast. Great. Another great artist. Oh my gosh. Thank you for bringing him up. Love him. Love him. What a beautiful voice he had, right? So yeah, and Deej says, oh man, Kevin is what made REO's music to me. Now that's from Deej. Okay. Rhonda said, I admire Kevin Cronin as a songwriter and lead singer. I just hate most of our favorite rock bands' legacies being ruined with infighting. And that's, honestly, look at all of this we're seeing now. We don't want to see our favorite bands go out like that. We really don't. And honestly, if anyone in one of these bands ever happens to come across this, can't you just not? Really? I mean, like, you got this far because of your fans, right? Your fans are the ones that have bought the tickets. I get it. Things happen. Everyone can't be perfect. I understand that. But Lord, as our moms would say, or can't we all just get along? I mean, this is great stuff, Look at all you've been able to do. You guys have been able to travel the world. You've been able to rock hundreds of thousands of people, put smiles on their faces. We don't want to see REO Speedwagon end this way. We don't want to see Journey end in a bad way. We don't want to see Foreigner end in a bad way. We really don't. We want it to be good. You know what I mean? Halise, how are you? How are you? Nice to see you. And I hope all is well with you, Halise. I really do. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Let us know in the comments what you're thinking. And happy birthday to Gina Thomas. Big hugs and kisses to each and every one of you. If you're a member of the channel, thank you so much. And, again, that just supports our radio station, Kiki.fm, free to you in the App Store. It's an awesome, awesome station. Thank you to our members, like I said, and thank you to Kurt and Gina for the super chats. Totally, totally appreciate it. And again, goes right there. We got to pay to play, got to pay to be on the air. It's not free. It's free to you, but we got to help to support the royalties and everything that we have to pay to keep the station going. So thank you for everything. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and again, give yourselves a big, big hug. Big, big hug. So, guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, love you, love you. Mwah. And I will see you soon. I'll see you next week. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend.